What is up, YouTube? Dark Magician Tactics. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you guys so much for stopping by. So today, briefly, I want to go over my deck profile that I brought to locals last night, and then I want to get into the two possible builds I'm looking at for YCS Orlando. So real quick, we went 0-2 on the locals last night. If you check my recent video, I only uploaded one of my two matches. I was playing insects, and it was hilarious because my opponent had asked me to film, and then he wound up slow playing me, and we went to round 3, and I lost because he poked me for like 200. But it is what it is. But this is the build that we brought. It was a lot of fun, and it's going to play into what I want to hopefully bring to YCS. So one Dark Magician, one Dark Magician Girl, one Apprentice Illusion. We have 2 IOC and 3 Magician Souls. This is a Shining Sark build, so we're going to also run 2 of the Dark Magicians, Magicians of Black Magic, 2 Gandora, 2 Silent Magicians, and 3 Gadget Trios, and we also splashed in the Toy Box engine. So we have Toy Tank, Toy Soldier at 1. Our level 4 light is the Thunder King Ryu, of course, and then we had the 3 Bestials. Didn't really use them. They definitely could have been sided, but I need to work better because I don't really bring a side deck to locals, and I need to. And then, of course, for the lulz, the Slifer. My second game, I totally had an opportunity to summon Slifer. It would have been hilarious because my opponent was playing a Fiendsmith Horus build. It was really cool. It was my first time seeing it, but if I would have got Slifer on the field, I think I definitely could have taken that one. But that's it for the monsters. And then we have 2 Secrets, 2 Soul Servants, 2 Shining Sarks, 2 Future Silence, and 2 Turn Silence, and then of course triple Toy Box. And that is it for the main engines. We ran triple spell card Monster Reborn. I want to hang on to this because this card really comes in clutch. The Secret Village and the Mound of the Bound to hopefully get into Slifer, because that's the only way I can think of drawing into him, because I don't have any of the other cards that actually go get him. So that was it for the deck profile for last night. Really, really fun. I can't tell you guys how much I love playing the Shining Sarcophagus engine. It's one of my favorite builds to play, especially with Dark Magician. It's like honestly just so fun. So you're going to see what we have. And then for the extra deck, 2 Dragoon, Dark Magician Dragon Knight, Master of Chaos, Dark Magicians. For the Lynx, Blackluster Soldier, and Heretic. And then for the XCs, number 97, Red Eyes, number 100, 2 98s, Abyss Dweller, Baguska, and Diagusto Emerald. And that's it for the extra deck. Like I said, no side deck. But that's it for the build as far as last night. Now we're going to get into the competitive stuff like I had been mentioning before. I want to give a huge shout out to 9th Rate Duelist. Thank you so much for letting me borrow this Runick core. That's right, we have the entire core. He's letting me hang on to it. So shout out to Matchy as well for testing this for us. So he did the Runick Dark Magician build at YCS Niagara and did pretty well with it, if I might say so myself. So we have on our hands the whole Runick core. I'll go ahead and lay these out for us. I need to brush up and learn what exactly these cards do. From what I understand, it's basically a control deck, right? A control that mills and banishes, which is perfect for the idea that I'm thinking. So obviously we want to build on the Runick Dark Magician, right? Right. Well, what did I just say? I love playing the Shining Sark stuff. So I had a thought. What if we could do Runick Shining Sark? Runick Shining Sark DM. My thought process being all this spell stuff that's going to banish a lot of stuff is going to get our boy Gandora really, really big. And then also we have our Monster Negate and our Spell Negates, right? We have the Spell Negate with Silent Magician, who's going to get bigger. And then we have the Monster Negate with Silent Swordsman. I didn't run him last night. I have him. I have the playset. I have the engine or the core for all of the Shining Sark stuff. And then Gandora. Now, I'm not going to think I would go with Gandora for the field wipe effect. But again, the banish stuff. He gains 300 attack for every card that's banished. So he's going to get big quick with all the banishing that this Runick stuff does. So if we can control the board with Dragoon, Silent Magician, Gandora, Silent Swordsman, things like that, I really think this has a lot of potential for Dark Magician, and I haven't seen anybody do it. I think Matchy was running a better pure Dark Magician build, which we still might do. I'm not completely opposed to it. I think it's a really good idea. I just need to learn this deck before I even like jump into it. But as a thought, a first-hand thought, I think if I can make Shining Sark DM with Runick, I think one, it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be really competitive. I think that would be the next step to make this competitive because let's face it, like Shining Sark is really, really fun casually at locals. It's just very simple, easy combos. Of course, it's Yugi's cards, so it's very nostalgic for people like me. But I think Runick would be like awesome to make it the next step competitive. And then, of course, we have all the Runick extra deck stuff. I need to see how much of this we're going to need if we go the Runick route and exactly what all of these cards do. But yeah, I mean, banishing from the top of the deck, some field stuff, and then sniping the opponent's extra deck with Runick, I think is a phenomenal way to go. And then the second route, I was thinking possibly a White Forest Toy Box DM build for YCS Orlando. Again, I need to do a lot of research. This is just the little bit of stuff that I'm going off of. But from what I understand, the White Forest Toy Box engine alone is solid. I've actually seen that at some YCSs. Not YCSs, but YCSs. We had one in New Orleans not that long ago. And someone was running a White Forest Toy Box engine, but without the DM. So maybe splash DM in there. Hopefully it doesn't hold it back too much. But that's my thought, guys. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback down below. If we can make it work, Shining Sark DM, I think is going to be the way to go. Get Yugioh on the field, get him big, get Silent Magician big, and then, of course, represent Dark Magician at YCS Orlando. So if you guys made it this far, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, I appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you think this will be fun, a bust, anything else separate or different you think we should try. I'm all open. We're going full competitive mode from here on out until we get to February for the YCS Orlando. So as always, I appreciate you guys. Peace.